Great people, what is going on? It's your boy Trouble T Roy back again with another video for you. And today's video, as promised, is about backdooring. We'll call it backdooring fact versus fiction. And not going to be too long, take up too much of your time, but trying to answer the questions that you had about backdooring and the lies that's being portrayed in the sneaker culture about backdooring itself. So, first and foremost, you guys probably seen the video yesterday about the Cool Gray 11's 2021 release and how the resale market is already flooded. And pretty much your famous and most popular and biggest resellers saying that they backdoored these pairs. I kind of gave a brief explanation on how that's not possible, but I'll go over it again. So, in order to backdoor shoes, first and foremost, you have to know that the retail outlets such as Foot Locker, Finish Line, Foot Action, Shoe Palace, whichever your mall stores, Athlete's Foot, whatever the case may be, stores that will get these Cool Gray 11s typically don't have them until a few weeks before release date. That's one of the things I really didn't go into in yesterday's video, but they typically won't have them till maybe a few weeks at max, a month out before release date. So keep in mind, the market's been flooded with these shoes for about 2 to 3 months now. So now is when the retail locations are just starting to get these shoes. So as you see, the people that say they were backdooring pretty much had these shoes 2 to 3 months out. So that kind of debunks that whole methodology. The second thing that I wanted to talk about is people say they're backdooring, but they also don't tell you that a lot of people aren't quote unquote backdooring from retail locations. They're backdooring from boutiques, which we already know the drill, that if the boutiques aren't authorized with the brands, then how are they backdooring? It's impossible to backdoor from a boutique. You can only backdoor from a retail location. So let's debunk that myth. If a boutique gets them and they're not authorized with the brand, nobody cares. That's not backdooring. They're pretty much literally using a seller. Like, let's keep it real. So let's debunk that, because that is not a fact. If they're not authorized with the brands, then you can't backdoor from a store that's not authorized with the brands. Backdooring is only from a authorized retailer, okay? So whether it's a mom and pop shop, if they are authorized with the brand, you know, Jordan, Nike, whatever, Adidas, you know, that's backdooring if somebody's coming in snatching those pairs. But again, it's very unlikely. Now, the next thing is, which I talked briefly yesterday, is if a retail location is backdooring, the shoes aren't going to come with the box, or they're going to keep the scan bar so they can scan these shoes on release date, okay? Because authorized retailers, if these shoes are scanned before release date or sold before release date, they can get in a lot of trouble. And again, a lot of people will get fired because they released the shoes earlier than the intended release date that the brands wanted them to be released, okay? So they're either going to come without a box if they're truly backdoor from a retail location, or without that scan bar, because that retail location has to have something to scan on that release date showing that these shoes were sold on that actual release date, okay? So I know we're coming rapid fire, so for those of you, if I'm going too fast, please feel free to rewind this video. If they're retails and they're being backdoored, they're not coming with the box, or they're not coming with the scan bar, because something has to be scanned on the release date to show that they let these shoes go on the release date. Understood? Okay. Also too, let's look at the numbers. Even though the Jordan 11 Cool Gray is being like crazily mass produced, if you're looking to have them backdoor from a retail location, you're not going to get any more than 2 to 3 pair. And again, keep in mind my prior point, they're not going to come with the box or a scan code. So all of these pairs that you're seeing, resellers with 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 pair, they're not coming from a retail outlet, people. They're not coming from a retail location. So let's get this right. And it kills me too when people try to do videos and take people with them about how they backdoor, but they can't show the process. Like, I get that. You can't show the process if it's real, but numbers don't lie. You look at the numbers, and it's very unlikely that the amount of pair that these resellers are getting are coming from a retail location that may not even have that many pair. And then they're talking about how they hit multiple spots in their city. That's very unlikely. If you grabbing 20 pair from a spot, that might be all that retail location is getting. Let's keep it real. That retail location may only be getting 20 to 25 pair. Some not even that many. Some 10 to 15. Some 20. Some may get 30, depending on the locale in the city and how many people are in that city and how many or how much numbers in sales that store does. If it's a big sales store, then they'll likely get more pairs. You get what I'm saying? So backdooring is very highly unlikely, and it's one of the biggest lies here in the sneaker industry, especially reselling, because the whole point of them saying this to you is because they have to look legit. They don't want to deal with questions of real versus fake and things like that. And again, as you know, I'm not calling nobody's stuff fake. I'm not, but I'm telling you that it's a lie when people say they're backdooring retail pairs in the numbers that they show on their Instagram or their website, or they're selling them early. That's another dead giveaway. With the box and the scan bar on the box, that's a dead giveaway, ladies and gentlemen. Take that into consideration. So, backdooring a whole bunch of retail pairs and they're telling you that's where they're getting them from? Nah. I just gave you a rundown on how that's likely, or excuse me, how that's unlikely. It's highly unlikely that they're doing this. And as you know, if you're interested in starting a sneaker business, or you're just looking to collect because you're tired of losing on the sneakers app, hit me right here. Here's the all-encompassing Instagram. If you would like to join, it's a one-time fee of $35, and it helps you with sneaker education, how to get your sneaker business started, how to score the dopest sneakers and not pay a significant amount to do it. And yeah, all that stuff, all that good stuff for you. Feel free to DM me right here. Again, one-time $35 all-encompassing fee just to be a part of that. And I promise you it's dope material there. And until next time, ladies and gentlemen, I will see you tomorrow with another dope video. All right? Talk to you. Peace.